Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. Taking a look at this morning's radar on the most recent scan, we can see that we remain free of any reflectivity, at least in the local area, and expecting that to remain the case throughout a majority of the day today until the latter part of the afternoon when we might see a passing shower, although those chances do remain rather low. And if we take a look towards the week ahead, we're going to see that a Bermuda high is going to set up or continue to hold in place in the western Atlantic, and that is going to form a more summertime-like pattern in the local area and drive our temperatures well above normal for this time of the year. And as a result, we'll then see those daily highs climbing into the 80s through Thursday with unseasonably warm conditions and continuing through the end of the week due to that southwesterly wind that is going to be moving across the area driven by that high pressure. And we'll see that high pressure area establishing itself off the coast, and that is going to help fend away any approaching fronts as we move through the week ahead. So that is going to give us a prolonged stretch of some hot and dry weather for the next 7 days. That is until Sunday, which we can see here on the top right, in which some of the global models do suggest we see a stronger front push through and actually reach the local area and bring in some slight chances of rain along with a cool down afterwards. But again, that is a bit far out to be certain at this point. Overall, it does look to be a breezy start to the week, given that we do have a pretty good pressure gradient with that high off in the western Atlantic and that low moving through the Great Lakes. But as we move through the week, we'll see hot and dry conditions persist until, again, Sunday, when we see that front moving through. Now for today and the 24 hours ahead, expecting to see partly to mostly cloudy conditions throughout the working hours of the day. We'll see clouds building in overall coverage as we move towards the later portion of the afternoon and into the evening, along with those slight chances of seeing some passing showers or a sprinkle. We have just issued a wind advisory here for winds in excess of 25 knots, expecting that to continue throughout the day today. And then once we move into the later hours of the afternoon into the evening, we'll see those winds gradually tapering off before they become southwesterly, and as they continue out of the southwest around 5 to 10 knots as we move into tomorrow morning. And greens across the board for all other risk categories. Should be a nice yet breezy day with highs climbing into the 80s, the low 80s at that. Now for the short-term risk chart on Tuesday, expecting to see partly to mostly cloudy conditions and a high in the low to mid-80s. Tuesday night, partly to mostly cloudy, a low around 60. And Wednesday, once again, partly to mostly cloudy and a high in the mid-80s. Seeing those clouds in the form mostly of upper-level cloud cover as we move through much of the week ahead. That's going to continue to be the case. And for our temperatures, as mentioned earlier, seeing those well above average temperatures continuing from today onwards and through until Sunday when that front reaches the area and brings in some low-end rain chances as of current. Generally, the temperatures, the warmest day does look to be Wednesday as of current. But that is going to conclude the 7-day outlook. Hope everyone has a wonderful Monday, and we will be back tomorrow at 8:15 with the daily weather operations brief.